Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, people. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Maybe I should remove my hat. What do you think? It's time to remove my hat. Maybe I will remove it tomorrow. Let's do one more day, like if it's Christmas, or it's too much. It's 5 days since Christmas. I don't know. Do you want me to keep the hat, or do you want me to remove the hat? Good evening, Raoni. Hello, Tua. Hello, hello. What I want to do today is to continue on what we were doing yesterday. Good evening, Fate, which is basically allowing the rotation of objects in the game. And the good news is that we found a decent library project made by this guy, Juan Marcelo Portillo, I would say is the right way to pronounce it. And yes, and he did something pretty good, maybe even too much. One thing that he didn't do was actually to place a proper license on his stuff. But the good news is that actually I contacted him and I asked him about it, and he actually placed the license now on his software. Now I don't remember where the hell is it, but is in one of these things, but somewhere, maybe you see, yesterday was updated 8 days ago, but if I do a refresh, no, it's not this one, it's the other one. Fuck. Is the other one 19 hours ago. Created license. So after I contacted him, he actually said, oh yes, I need to create a license file. And so he created a license file, which I don't think he mentioned here, but anyway, there is a license file, and the license file is saying Meet license, because I suggested him Meet or Apache, and he said yes, why not? And so he put it on Meet. Meet is very nice because Meet is basically allowing you to do whatever you want. The only request is that you keep the copyright notice. And yeah, it's basically telling you you can do whatever you want. You can merge, sublicense, distribute, sell, destroy, explode, do whatever you want. So what we're going to do for the files that we are going to use, which are not too many at the end because I already reduced them, we are going to place at the top this license so that it stays within our files forever. Yeah, why not? Okay, so we place it there at the beginning of the files, and actually, so the work that I did was to basically try to simplify as much as possible this plugin, and I did a number of things that I think I can explain to you very easily. So the first thing I did, now I like the Arial Black. I want to stay with Arial Black. I think it's very nice. The first thing I did is to move the code outside of the plugin. So I didn't want to have a plugin because a plugin, by the way, a plugin is a good idea in general, don't get me wrong. So plugin is good, but in our case, is a bit too much because he forces us, hello Marcelo, welcome. He forces us to enable the plugin for the distribution and to inherit stuff, and I mean, and it creates another intermediate directory with the compilation of only the plugin. It gets its own DLL. I mean, it's a freaking mess. So it's nice if you really want a plugin, but in this case, since we just want this functionality added to our game, then I had to move it outside the plugin, right? Then the next thing that I did, I removed the tick function for performance reason, right? For performance reasons, right? And yes, we did that as well. Then another thing that I did, I started to simplify the kind of the third important thing that I did, let's say I moved the code to third person example. Why? Because the third person example is basically using the character the same way we use it in our game. So is a separate character with his own controls and movement and everything, that is then using the transform to rotate an object. Then the other thing that I'm still doing is to simplify the code as much as possible. In particular, I removed the main class. I removed this, whatever it was, runtime transformer, I think. Well, runtime transform, CPP and stuff. So I removed it. I just integrated into the other one. Then the other thing that I did, I think I removed all the cloning. So basically what the plugin was allowing to do, it was allowing you to select one object, I can show you, and clone objects, right? Which can be very interesting, but for us it's kind of useless. Let me launch it and boom, boom, boom. And we go and test it. Right, so that is their example, it's not my example. That is their example. And so, for example, you could do stuff like this. You select this guy, and then you duplicate it. You see, which can be very interesting for different applications, but not for us. For us, I mean, we don't need this. We don't need this. I mean, it's cool, but we don't need it. And so I removed from, and also I think we will not need it in the future, right? So I basically removed the cloning everywhere, or nearly everywhere. There can still be some stuff into it. Then what I did, hello. Oh no, Marco, welcome to the stream. We are working on, since you just joined, we are working on the ability to rotate objects in the game, and we are reusing the work done by someone else, and I'm just, you know, improving the code. So this one I did. Now, what is missing? There are a few things that are missing. I don't want this class to be a pawn. I don't know exactly, you know, what can be the best one, but I don't want. Yes, I also removed the extra classes. There was another extra class that I removed. Yes, the what was it called? Function something. It was called filter function. It was called Focusable Object. Yeah, this one. Basically, Focusable Object was an interface that the guy designed for filtering the object you want to rotate, right? But we will do it in a completely different way. So we are not going to use an interface and inherit from this interface only the object then, because it's too complex, right? So we will just do it. We will just do it very simply by doing the check that we want, right? So it will have to be a plane shift item actor. So that is done as well. Now, there are a few things that I want to change. So if possible, not having this thing as a pawn, because today this class, as you can see, is a pawn. And being a pawn, it has to be physically positioned somewhere, right? And it is not something that we need. I mean, we don't need this thing to sit somewhere. Also because the gizmo that is created, that is a good question though. I was about to say the gizmo that is created is not getting created inside this pawn. Yeah, I think so, because I think that when we create, we do a spawn actor, you know. Yes, when we create a gizmo, we do a spawn actor. So we are actually spawning a completely separate actor from this guy. And this means that there is no reason why we should be using a pawn for this. So it can be just a U object, it can just be instantiated normally, and all the function can just be called normally. So, so I think one thing we need to do is to change, what is the name of this guy? Transformer pawn to transformer manager or function or library or whatever, transformer something, transformer, how do we call it? We can call it transformer tool. Transformer tool, I think I like it. And so we also need to change the, I mean, it's not just changing the name, obviously, but it's changing the fact that it's deriving from the pawn class, okay? Which is something that I don't want to have. I don't know exactly why my Visual Studio is a bit annoyed by this code, and sometimes it's not recognizing stuff. I don't know. But as you can see, it's saying that everything everything cannot be compiled, but in reality all this compiles. So I don't know why with this project it seems it's not properly loading the Unreal Engine classes, but I don't know. But it's okay, anyway it's compiling, so we don't care about that. So I think that is the last thing that I want to do. I don't know if I want to remove, no, yes, the other thing I want to do, I want to reduce the UI. Maybe that one we can do it directly in plane shift, though. I think I can leave the project at this level, you know, and then move it to plane shift and start to cut chunks. But we will have to, we want to remove the stepping, what they call the stepping, so which is basically the ability to, no, they call it snapping. Okay, the steps or the snaps that you do in steps. So if you want to have like a 90-degree rotation only, right? Then it will go, okay, you have to enable it, I guess. Yes, then it will go, you see, 90 degrees only, right? Which I guess it can be useful, but I think we'll make the UI too complex, and I don't think I want to have in the game a UI with like a million functions and possibilities and stuff. So so the snapping, we remove the snapping to define steps. I think that the current transform, rotation, translation, and scale, I think is still very, very useful, and so I think we should keep it, because I think we can use all of them at the end. The word space local also I think is useful, because if you are, so all we do always word space, but I think is useful anyway. This in-depth rotate, I have no idea what is it, but we will probably remove it. And the current tracing actor or component is useless to us, because we will always go with actor. So basically we will keep only these first two settings on the left, right? Yes. So now we can leave it in the code. So remove the tracing mode. So actor component, and we also remove the in-depth rotate, which I have no idea what is it. Should we start it? I don't know. Lock constraint for scale. Yeah, I think that we can say that scale is only available to GMs, but I think I will leave it in the thing, but I don't know if we will really use it, because scaling an item is usually not a good idea, right? It's usually not a good idea. It will make the item, I mean, it will make the textures look wrong. It will make probably also the item look wrong. So I don't know. Scale is a question. If we want to do it or we don't want to do it, I don't know. At the moment, I'm mixed 50-50. But so this one is done. This one is done. This one is done. This one is done. This one is done in the sense that this. No, sorry. Up to here is done. Okay. Which is the good news. Let me create a mission. Since we created all this stuff, maybe we can create a new mission. The mission will be a real mission. I called it object interaction. No. This object interaction, what is it? Object rotation. What is the object interaction? Maybe it was that one already. Maybe it was that one, huh? Object interaction. What the fuck is that? No, but it's too long time ago. It's the 28th of October. Yeah, no, this was the opening of a door. Okay, this was the door opening and the interactable objects. So yes, no, it has nothing to do. So that one is something completely different. Okay, so we can create a new mission, which is this one, object rotation. And yes. So what we need to do this, right? So change transformant mode, transformant tool. I think we can do this one now, but my strong suggestion is, considering that it works, you know, considering that I did up to that point, to make a copy of the code up to now. I can show you, by the way, what is working at the moment. I can show you what is working. We can launch it in debug mode inside the Visual Studio, which is easier. Which is easy. The other good news is that there was no impact on the fact that he's running 426 and I'm running 425. That's pretty good. Okay, so what we have now is the following. So we have it in our 3D world, you know, with our first person thingy. You can click on stuff. Now, the only thing that probably I still need to change is that these things should be enabled only in with a certain command or whatever, but I think we will do that in plane shift. Okay. But basically, yes, at the moment you can move stuff, you can rotate it, and you can scale it. I didn't actually try to scale, but yes, you can scale it. Holy moly, look at this effect because we are going inside the camera. Yeah, so it's basically working. Can I step on it? Yeah, I can also step on it. Nice. What happens if I scale it while I'm on top of it? Nice. I'm flying with it. Very, very good. What happens if I move it if I move it up when I'm on top of it? Nice, I'm flying. Oh my god, I think I went so high that maybe the level is that one down there. Holy shit. Oops. But yes, you can basically fly. You can basically fly with this thing. It's very nice. If you move something below you, you can fly. Easy. Easy. Uh-oh. I rotated and I got like sent to another world. Okay, GG. Yeah, so if you are stepping on top of the item that you are manipulating, bad stuff may happen. So I would not suggest doing that, but yeah, he's pretty strong. I mean, the way he pushes you away is very, very strong. I don't know why. Yeah, he's basically like you get a very strong push in that direction. But okay, so the good news is that it's working, right? Which is very nice. It's very, very nice. Yes, if you do something like this very quick, I think you can fly to the sky. So if you do it, if you push very, very strong on it, like this. I'm flying. Okay. Good. So yes, we will have to check few things like maximum rotation, minimum, I don't know, maximum. I think we'll have some checks to do, but pretty much overall seems to be working. So my suggestion is to close everything, right? And save it. Now we are not under source control for this particular project, so that's why I need to make a physical save, right? So I need to take this two, this, and this, and just zip it up. Just to be sure that if we want to go back, we can go back, and we will call it version 4. Hello, Hula. Good evening, bonsoir. So now that we have it saved, we can break it. Right? Now that we have it saved, we can break it again. The question is, where do I want to start? I think I want to... The problem is that I think if I change the name of the class, it would be a bit of a mess. Because if I... probably it's not a good idea to change the name of the class. Because if I change the name of the class... some stuff may break. And so I did some changes as well to the code. I mean, it's really not exactly how it was before, but it's okay. Let's not change the name of the class. The class will stay transformer pawn, okay? But what I would like to try to see if it breaks, right, is to derive it directly only from UObject. I think this thing can be just a UObject, and then And okay, so the first thing that will happen, I think, is that the replicated property may not work anymore, but we don't need them. So we don't need to, yeah, because there is also this component was made to be multiplayer, but we don't need the multiplayer support because we will add it ourselves later on. I mean, later on, meaning today. Fuck. Okay, so it's basically forcing me, if I want to derive from your object and not from actor, it's forcing me to rename the class. Good lord. Okay, it's forcing me to rename the class. Okay, think we're gonna do it. The problem of this change, because the first letter should correspond to the type. I mean, in Unreal it works this way. Unfortunately, this change is going to be a bit disruptive, because I think that some of our stuff may not work anymore. 86 replacement. GG, 86 replacement. 1 replacement. Nice. Let me see if the Gizmo have this thing. No, the Gizmo don't have references to this guy. Okay, so I think that now one thing I really need to do is something that I discovered, by the way, today and was super useful, which is this part of the Unreal Engine scripting system. Let me put some music meanwhile. Where you can tell the loader, the class loader, that the class has changed its name, right? And there is, you have no idea how useful this is. This is super useful. This is super useful. Now, fuck, I didn't save my line, but I posted it to... I posted it into the... I posted it... Fuck. Wait, we have a way. We have a way. No, wait. What is my... Easy. Okay. Yeah, because I posted the answer here as well. So, yes, that is the thing. So we're basically saying that our object, which is inside rotate object, was called... I love this song. Was called a transformer pawn, and now it's called a transformer transformer tool, right? Okay, the first thing we need to check if it's still compiling. Probably not, but we can fix whatever errors comes up. This is a pretty heavy change, eh? This is a very heavy change. It's going to break a lot of stuff. It's going to break a lot of stuff. Replicates is duplicated. Because this thing cannot replicate. Yes, exactly. Okay, we have saved the thing, okay? So I can do all the possible changes. Yeah, another thing that this thing doesn't have anymore is a controller, right? But you know what? All the multicast apply, we don't really care. I think we can remove all the multicast apply because is the part related to networking, which we'll anyway do differently. So I think we can just kill. Or I can temporarily, you know what, just for simplicity, I can temporarily do this. And then we can... You see all the replicated stuff? You know what, I think we can just delete. Do you think I can do it? I can delete all the replicated and fuck it. Let me try. Let me try. Because all the replicated part we are not gonna use. Like also the multi-selection we are not gonna use. There's another part that in theory we could remove. So multicast. Resync selection. What is resync selection? Server side. There is all server side stuff. Deleted. Deleted. Anything that doesn't compile is getting deleted. Easy. Easy. Check unreplicated actor. Deleted. Primary actor tick. This thing will never tick. That's the good news. That's exactly the good news of this. That we don't need this thing to tick. That is why I removed the tick. We can remove the tick. Because I already removed it. So I moved the tick functionality into this function. Right? It was inside tick. Okay. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Big changes are getting done. Code is getting destroyed. This music is epic enough for the moment. Wow. Okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's as expected. There are a number of functions that I deleted which are still declared, you know. We are still declared here, so all the replicated we can delete. I think also all the server trace I deleted. This will be a great simplification of the code, by the way, because this will bring like from 1,500 lines like it was at the beginning to probably just 600 or so, including all the other changes that I did. Server trace. You know what? Server trace. Server trace, multicast, server apply, multicast, GG, destroyed. All this stuff is gonna go. Also this one, server set space validate, server set space implementation, multicast set space, all this stuff. This guy did a lot of work on this, by the way, huh? All this stuff is useless to us. It may be useless, it may be useful to other people, but for us it's completely useless. I don't even know if it's useful to other people, to tell you the truth, because I think that If you are integrating into your project, anyway, the networking part will be custom, so will be based on your project, and so it's very unlikely that you are going to use, you know, that you are going to use this kind of replication from here. Now the problem is what happens when I start the editor, because deleting stuff from here, you know, deleting stuff from here is easy. The problem is what happens then, you know, because deleting from the code, okay, the code will compile, but then the editor will go crazy in not finding this stuff. But I think we will fix that as well. Okay, so this function is probably the only one that I want to keep, because it's the one that I will use to actually replicate the final transform to my client. So I mean to the other clients, right? But we will replicate only the position. So I think that we will do something, and now we can empty. We can put it empty, but we will, when we will be inside plane shift, then there we can do it. This is kind of weird. Why? Ay. This is very strange that there are these two calls to the server side from the common mouse trace by object type, which is actually happening on the client. So this is kind of weird. So I don't know if it was relying on this function to also do the client side, and in this case we will have to bring back this function. Or we can for now remove it, but this could be problematic, eh? We should remember this one, because this could be problematic. This could be problematic. Maybe it didn't fully separate the client and the server code, and so they were still a bit... Okay, it says succeeded, which is nice. He's saying succeeded. Okay. So now things are gonna go crazy, eh? When I start the editor. I think we are ready to start the editor. I have put my translation thingy here. So you should know that my old class now has a new name. I mean, bad, but not too bad. Okay, my transformer is done, is dead, has been fried. The gizmo are still alive. Yes, the gizmo are still alive. That's a very good news. My transformer class has been fried, but that's what I was expecting. The problem is that he lost his parent. This is not good, huh? This is not good. So it means that it did not... I mean, the translation... It seems that the translation didn't actually work as expected. That's strange though. There are definitely some major differences in what I did. It's a pity that it doesn't open up. So he's destroyed, huh? He's destroyed. He's destroyed. I mean, I can recreate it, but if I could just change the parent class, that would be probably easier for me. I don't think we can skip this. I think if I try to skip it, we will load up garbage. But we can try. Because there are definitely some functions inside the blueprint. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Fuck. I cannot step over. Ay, 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 ay. Why is asking me this? Nah, there is no way. There are probably a number of fields that are completely fucked up, and because the class now is deriving from a completely different base class, so there is stuff like tick, like, I mean, there is a lot of stuff that is not... It's not gonna work anymore. Let's say that my hope was that I could anyway open it. Holy shit, I think it opened now. Yes, it opened, but basically it deleted. What was in here? What was in here? What was in here? What was in here? Well, we can see easily because we can go in the other project. And incredibly enough, it loaded up, huh? I mean, skipping the errors in the C++ debugger actually allowed us to open up the blueprint, but I think it didn't load up the functions. So this is the original one. And the begin play we have, right? Yeah, for sure the tick. The tick is not there because I removed it. So all this part is GG. The clone and the multi-select also. And then the movement input. Okay, so all this stuff is gone, but it's not stuff that we use. The only stuff that we use is actually the initialization. So, yeah. The only thing that we use is this one, which by the way is something that we will have to remove as well, because we don't want the widget, you know, we don't want the widget to be created when this object is getting created. So also this one makes no sense to us, by the way. But I think it was pretty cool that we managed to open it anyway. I don't know what happens if I click on save, because this one has been half loaded, you know? It's been half loaded, so I would suggest not clicking on save. I think we'll just delete that object and redo a new one. And the begin play, let me just think to something. The begin play. The begin play should then go where? Into my... I need to decide... Holy fuck. Yeah, okay, this is normal. Well, normal, no, but anyway. It's kind of expected. All of this is breaking now. Okay. I understand. But we can fix all of this. This is no problem. This is absolutely no problem. No, what I'm thinking is the UI should be popped up. I think it should be popped up when we click on the object. So basically on the select, which is here. If this thing returns something, but I think that this one probably we can do directly in plane shift, because doing it here is a bit of a... What I want to prove is that I can completely disconnect. You know what? Let's do this. Let's copy this one, right? And put it in the begin play of my third person character, which is probably not the greatest thing of all, but it's probably not the greatest thing of all, but for this example is okay, and then we will fix it in our game, okay? So we just create a widget. But then we need to understand, okay, assuming that this thing is loading, I think we need anyway. Yes, I also changed this as a test. Fuck. So I need to fix this graph, right? But the point is the following: we need to instantiate at least once the transformer tool, okay? Because the transformer tool is actually needs to be instantiated. It's not a library, okay? Because he has variable that he keeps inside himself to understand what is going on. So we need to instantiate it at least once. And the place we want to instantiate it, I think at the moment, is on third person character. So I think I need to do this. I need to create a new variable, which is of type transformer tool. Fuck, why? What do you mean? I cannot? I cannot. So to go into a variable, it must be a blueprint. But this thing is blueprintable, no? No, by the way, it's called transformer pawn, but no, wait. No, we renamed it. Oh fuck, the H class is named the other way. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't change the name of the file. Do you think that's a problem? I don't think so. Uh-oh. 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 Fuck, I cannot do it? What do you mean I cannot do it?
I will find a way to set things right.
Yeah, we'll find a way, but... He's here, look. Transformer 2. You think it's the name? You think it's the name of the CPP and H file which is messing up everything? But I don't really think so, because in theory you can put multiple classes into one H file. They can also have different names, so... Do you think the class should be blueprint type? Rotation gizmo. So, for example, if I want to create you see that rotation gizmo is visible, but probably because it's derived from actor. But I also have classes that are not derived from actor that I can select, right? Like, I don't know, AI sense. So why I cannot select my transformer thingy? View options. Show internal classes. No, because if I cannot derive, I mean, why is this? I don't understand. I don't understand. If I need to declare it as VLC player still has a Christmas hat. Nice. So I can keep it. No, I'm just thinking why my translator thingy is not showing up. Because it's here, eh? No, sorry, it's not the one. It's here. Transformer tool, you see? But you see, if I right click and I say create a blueprint class based on transformer tool, is saying it cannot. He's saying he cannot create a blueprint class based on transformer tool. I'm just wondering why. Do you think it's because... Do you think it's because I have this name wrong? I mean, this name I can change at any time, huh? But I don't think it's that. But we can rename it. But I don't think it's that. Personally, I don't think it's that. We can rename it to Transformer 2. It's not a problem, but... I think there is something else that I'm missing. There is some other spicy things that I'm missing. I can regenerate the project files and no, because I need to instantiate that object at least once on the client side so that it can work. Otherwise, we will never work. And to instantiate it, the easiest way will be to put it on a variable on the character, or to create an object from class and then associate. But then associate it to a variable. If I cannot do that, I don't know exactly how can I. Pom. Exactly. This is exactly the same case where this is actually disabled. Declare the UA class blueprintable. Because blueprintable is inherited. Okay, I think we have our answer right here, right now. But I think it's still good if we rename the... if we rename the class anyway. I think is anyway a good idea. But I think we have our answer right there. We need to change just a few things, but anyway, we can recreate the transformer tool class. Actually, it was empty by purpose. I mean, it has to be empty in the blueprint. In the blueprint, that not needs to be anything. Ba-ba-ba-dam. Yeah, there's just a few includes to fix, but it's kind of quick. It's kind of quick, boys. Okay, recompiled. Actually recompiled. Now let's see what happens when I launch the thing. As I said, it is a big change, and I was expecting some resistance. Which we are actually getting. Huh? But it didn't crash. I mean, it didn't... Didn't crash. Yeah, it's still complaining. Because it crashed when I opened this one. But I think we can redo it, you know? I think we can remove this one and just redo it, because this guy is anyway doing nothing for us at the moment. He's doing absolutely nothing. But I think we need to... we need to add this... this blueprintable thingy. We need to add this blueprintable thingy. So in our definition, in our U class, like I was saying, I was close to the answer, but not really. I mean, but I didn't do it. But it was, yes, to add blueprintable to the U class of this guy, so that we see it as a blueprintable type, and so we can put it in a variable. Okay, let's try now. Yeah, still failing on that, but we don't care. Now we can. Okay. So let me see if I can also create a variable, because I think what I want to do, I want to delete this guy, completely delete this guy, and create a variable in my third person character, okay, which is complaining, and we know why. Okay, your complaining is okay. No new macro, new variable. Yes, so this will be, let me copy it, transformer tool, right? This will be our transformer tool of type transformer tool. Perfect. Exactly like this, what I wanted. Perfect. So this one will stay as empty, but only for the ones that we want, we will initialize it. So so in the begin play, we will create we will construct an object from class, right? And this will be our transformer tool, and the outer can be us, can be self, I think. The outer can be self, so we create it, we associate it to, wait, need more space. We associate it to this variable, right? Okay, so we can use it later on. Okay, so now basically the difference from before is that we don't need anymore an object at all, and we don't need this object to sit in the level as well. You remember that I added this object here in the level because we needed it, otherwise nothing was working. Okay, now we still have few issues, okay? We still have few issues. Issue number one is that this whole graph is fucked up, but it's normal. But now we have our transformer tool that we can get, and because all these functions are declared on transformer tool, I think I need to mouse trace by object type. I think I need to reinstantiate them, but they will work as expected. So they will all work as expected. If I just wait, what is this? Yeah, we also need to remove the multi-select, but we will do it later on. Okay, we connected everything, I guess, huh?
Hello. Work. Wait. Follow me.
This music, huh?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Stop it. You.
You.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So the only problem I have is all of this is not needed anymore. This is not needed anymore. This is not needed anymore. All thanks to the fact that we have our transformer tool here. Okay, so this guy now is the guy that is doing the stuff, and so we don't need any more external stuff. Now Now all of this becomes this, right? And hello, Devin Sherry. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. So, okay. So basically what we did, assuming that it works, and I don't know if it works, but it should. So, what is going on here? Is that we basically moved something that was a physical object, that was a transformer tool, and it was a pawn, so something you can place in a level, you have to place in a level. We moved it to be just a logical object with the same functionality, and still being blueprintable somehow. So it's still something that we can use in Blueprint, and you can see him happily, very happily here, right? Now, and we deleted the old one, yes. Now we still have some problems. Let me see if the widget, yeah, the widget for sure will complain. Yeah, the widget will complain because, oh fuck, I think there will be a lot of functions here. Yeah. One thing that we can do, no, I think we don't have a chance. We have to modify it. I'm thinking, but I think the only chance we have, or we initialize the widget. Yeah, we can initialize the widget with the, or we can get it from. Because this transformer actor, right? This transformer actor in reality is a transformer tool now. And I know. And yeah, we need to redo all these nodes. Fuck me. Okay, well, we can do it. We can redo all these nodes. It's not too much of a problem. It's just because the class is completely different, so he cannot do it automatically, and I understand. I mean, I'm not blaming him. So we need to do that and be sure that we are not fucking up with the values. So basically all the values should go to value and translation, rotation and scale, you know. Translation, rotation and scale, they should be properly set. And the target should always be this guy. Right? And now we can, I don't know how many of this we have, but I'm assuming that there are a fair number. I mean, there is quite a bit. Because set snapping, by the way, set snapping, we decided not to use it, so I could even remove it, but it's a bit of a pity to remove it from this example. So I think I will leave it in this example. And then when we move it to plane shift, I will remove it. So that we anyway test if all the functionality is working as expected, right? So this should be, again, translation, rotation, and scale. And now I think I connected. No. I need to connect this checked. And then I think I can do this. And this. And I don't know, maybe I made some manual mistakes, but everything is connected, everything connected. Okay. So this one should be fine, but we have way more coming our way. Oh my god. Fuck. Yeah, we have way more broken things. We have way more broken things. But we are not scared, eh? We are not scared, right? We are not scared of this. Yes, there is quite a bit, but when it's done, you know? So I think we will not have to change it again in plane shift. I think this will be the final... Hopefully. Oops. I just need to be sure I don't do stupid mistakes. Like not setting stuff or not. So we should just check that I'm not doing stupid mistakes, like set, rotate on local axis. Eye of the Tiger? It's only video games. Is Eye of the Tiger from a video game? I'm using only video game music. for a number of reasons. One being that all the other music is basically getting banned from Twitch, so we cannot use it. I don't know if I'm doing it right, but I hope so, because any wrong line will result in stuff not working, okay? So all the lines have to be exactly how they were, how those was before. Right? They have to be identical. If they are not identical, we are dead. We are dead. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Just few arrows left. Component based. Also component based we don't use, by the way, but again, I want to have the sample project clean, and maybe I can release this sample project for the people that needs it. Okay, compiled. So the widget compiled. I hope the tiger is in Rocky. I don't know if they made a. Did they make a Rocky video game? Maybe they did it. Well, they made a Rocky video game, 2002. So, I don't know which kind of music was there, but potentially. But I think that song will be super copyrighted anyway, so I think it's risky. You know, we risk a lot if we play music that we cannot play. While video game music usually is allowed. Usually. Transformer actor. Why we need transformer actor? No, I don't understand. How does he know? No, I'm very confused now. How does he know that I need... because he's a default... What? What? How did this thing come... How did this variable arrived here? How did this variable arrive here? I'm very surprised. How does he know that I need it? Is it just a normal widget derived from standard widget stuff? I guess. Yes, it's derived from user widget. So how does he know? I have no idea. But it's beautiful that he has that. Because it's exactly what I needed to do, you know? But I was planning to do it manually with a kind of a setup. I'm very interested now though. How is it possible? So if I do create widget, okay, any other widget that I create, now I don't have a lot of widgets here, but I don't know, I have this one, okay? It's not adding any variable here. But this one is adding the transformer tool as a variable. How does he know? I mean, he knows because in the construct I have this as an input. But then he would need also this one. I don't know, I'm amazed. I don't want to think about it, but I'm amazed. Hopefully it will work, let's see, because I'm passing in the transformation tool to the window, because we need it in the widget. Okay, so I think we did all the changes. So now, if I launch it, what will break? Well, we did not yet. No, we did it. No, we did it. Okay. I think the only thing that can break is the sequence. Like the sequence of creation is actually not proper maybe to do what we want to do. But apart from that, I think as soon as I start the game... Okay, boom, it crashed instantly. It crashed instantly, which is not very nice. It crashed on what? It crashed on space type. So transformation tool is actually valid. So we have a transformation tool in place. But I don't understand too much this thing. It's in the constructor. Oh fuck. Okay, it's in the constructor of the class, which we call set transformation type, and we set which actually is valid, this one at least, and set space type is also valid. So we set these two, but when we go into the set space type, right, in this part that obviously has been added by me, he's trying to get okay, yes, I understand. He's trying to set the gizmo, but yeah, but in theory the gizmo should have been set here. In theory. So it should not yeah, but obviously this is null, so this will never work. I understand. I'm just wondering why this set gizmo didn't do what we want him to do. Okay, before continuing, let me just do one thing. Let me close, because now we are running also the editor in debug mode. So I want to be sure that I saved everything. But yeah, seems that everything was saved anyway. So it looks like the game starts. My character gets initialized. My character initialized the new transformation tool. Then the window is getting popped up, but when we are initializing the transformation tool, we are setting the space type and we are doing this set gizmo, and it seems that this set gizmo is actually at the moment not working or not doing the job we want him to do. So let me try again. Let me go inside this set gizmo. And yes, because we don't have anything selected at the moment. Okay, makes sense. Okay. So it's just this check that should be done only if. Yes. Okay, I understand. Easy fix. So let's close this. And what? Now, whenever I have Vitalad in the code, yes, I need to be sure that the gizmo is actually set as something. Otherwise, so let's say if gizmo and right. Otherwise, we don't need to execute that. I would say it's the same here, by the way, even if it didn't crash on this, but I think it's exactly the same concept. If we don't have a gizmo, we should not do this. So basically everywhere I added that code. Okay. Nice. I think we are close, huh? We are very close. By the way, assignments inside if statements is a very bad idea. Okay, this thing is a very bad idea. You should never do it. What? Yes, in fact, I think in fact the code is complaining really. By the way, I copied it. It's not my code. I copied that if from somewhere else, and it's a very bad idea. What it doesn't like? It doesn't like my. I think I need to do is valid. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, the closer I am, the less people are writing. Yes, because they are so focused on looking at the code, you know? They are like, ah! Ah! You know, this is how they are, so... Cannot do it. I think I can just copy. I can just copy those two lines, by the way, bro. Nah. I knew I was going to do a mess. Fuck. Okay, relax. Copy these two lines and put them instead of this one. Yes, correct. Never do assignments inside if. Very bad idea. Okay. Now we succeeded, so let's go. Let's go, boys. We don't want to distract you. No, it's okay. The suspense. The suspense. Okay, so now in theory should not crash, but let's see. Okay, now there is this breakpoint, but we can remove it. You see it's not crashing anymore. Okay, so now we need to see if it actually works. Fuck, I cannot move, I cannot click on anything. GG! I cannot click on anything, and I cannot do anything. Fuck, what happened? What the fuck? Was the movement on... I mean, is the UI in front? No, but I cannot even move. What the... What? Did we remove the... I don't know. Let me disconnect this for a second. Is the UI? No. I don't know what the fuck. Okay, yeah, I mean, he complained because everything was disconnected, so he didn't have the tool. But there is something happening. Is the game and UI instead of UI? Is this one maybe that is messing up with us? Ah, yes. Is that one messing up with us? But the bad news is that it's not working. Okay. It's not working, huh? So if I click on this, nothing happens. Ah! But it seems he's trying to move a bit. Like if there was an invisible... wait. I think I know why. I may know why. Mistakes were made. Yes, there is a problem. The problem is that the previous system was using a physical object that was placed inside the world, and that object inside the world had also some additional properties, like the gizmo to use, which at the moment I'm not setting anywhere. And this is the problem. And this is the problem, because this pawn was having under class defaults, right, these settings of the 3 gizmo to use. And now I don't have this capability anymore. So I cannot tell him which objects, which gizmo he should use. By the way, simple actor is this guy. I don't have a way to tell him, so I need to add a way to tell my guy, my tool, yes, kind of here. So I need, what is the best way to do it? What is the best way to do it? Well, one way to do it would be if I can add a blueprint variable. Is it real? I can do it. Can I do it for real? I'm thinking if I'm adding to the transformer tool, but the transformer tool I think already has a bunch of blueprintable stuff, so I think I need to do a setup. I need to do a setup function. Still we have 1 million functions, but these are all functions, okay. But do we have? For example, current space type, no? Current space type is defined as an attribute of this guy, but is not showing up in this window in any way, No. No. But okay, let's make a setup function. It's okay. I just need to understand how it was done before, because I think we were filling out these three thingies. Translation Gizmo class. I think these are the three that we were filling out. Translation Gizmo class. Translation Gizmo static class. But assign correct Gizmo class depending on given transformation. No. Yes. No, we don't have a set of this thing. We have a get Gizmo class. Do we have a set Gizmo class? No. Because it was like overridden by yes. But why these three are exposed? This is what I'm interested to. I mean, why those three are exposed? Edit anywhere. Blueprint read only. Allow private access through. Holy shit. If I do a new function and I call it and I call it set rotation, setup gizmos, right? Something like that. Do you think we will be able to... So if I create a blueprint callable, why replicated? If I call a blueprint callable, setup gizmos, right? Now the problem is what the hell I'm gonna pass as a parameter, because as a parameter I need any class which is a subclass of these three. I'm a bit confused. I'm very confused, but we will make it. But we will definitely make it, okay? Can I do something like this? It looks so weird, but is what I need to do. So I need as an input a class type which is a subclass of Hey, U class what? A U class. I mean, how do I declare a method which is okay, let me take spawn, let me take this, let me do this. Let me take spawn actor, which is doing exactly the same. And we can see how it's defined, right? U class. U class. Yeah, the only difference is that I would like to, but okay. I think it's okay. U class. No! I copied it! Fuck. Okay. What do you mean U class is... Fuck. I opened it and then it closed. Spawn actor. Wasn't U class pointer? I think I'm the less confused. Maybe. Maybe, but this thing is complex, you know? It's like trying to... It's like trying to shake hands with an octopus. Can you copy this, please, for me? Because then I closed this and I didn't copy it. was lowercase. So can I do this? Just something like that? Can I just do this and then implement it? You think so? I don't know. And then just say and then and then this. And then you find the octopus. Yeah, try to shake hands with an octopus. It's not very easy. I mean, he always wins. And I'm feeling like that at the moment, but I may have a polymorph spell at hand. I can become an octopus as well. I'm just not sure yet. This needs to compile. And it compiled. And the second thing that needs to happen is that from the editor I should be able to call this function and pass in my stuff. Let's see, So in my third-person character, where I left the empty space, so here, I should be able to call this. Very interesting. You see that they are pink like an octopus? You see? You see the pink? So in here I want my BP translation example, BP rotation example, and BP scale example. Holy moly! Holy moly! Holy... Boom! Ha! GG! GG! Okay, it worked. Okay, it worked, which is very nice. A bit unexpected, but very nice. Fuck. The problem is that now my mouse is not working anymore. Okay, that's another problem. That's another problem, that the mouse movement is actually not doing shit now. Why? 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 Everything works. Why the mouse is not moving the thing? It's trying, but it's not doing it. I think I had this problem already in the previous implementation. I mean, this is obviously a problem of all the changes that we did, because now... Okay, let me go back to this. But I think that this is giving us another issue. The UI is winning on everything. Fuck. Let me try this 1 second. We definitely have a problem with the mouse is not moving. The mouse, I'm trying to move, but it's not moving, you see? It's going back to the same position, and also it's not visible when I click it. When I click, my mouse disappears. When I click, my mouse disappears. So this is definitely another problem caused by... wait. Wait. Set input mode UI only expect a valid player controller as a player controller target. A valid player controller? What do you mean? Player controller is this one. Is me. I'm inside third person character, so what do you mean it expects? Set input mode UI only. I'm not calling it, so someone else is calling this thing. Wait. Maybe there are multiple of those somewhere. Fuck. I'm calling it twice. I'm calling it twice now. That's not a good idea. I mean, it should not do anything special, but... so let me stop here. But why? It's moving. I don't know. Calling it twice fucks up everything. I mean, in theory, it should not, but... it does. So it's moving. It's moving. I don't know why. I mean, this is so weird. I was calling the same thing. Wait a second. It's moving, but do we have the thing? Yeah, now everything is working. I think everything is working, huh? Yeah, component is doing this, but component we are not using it. But yeah, but we can fix that as well. We can fix this call. I didn't put my code in here because we are not using it. But you see that it's still saying that. Set input mode. Why is saying that? We are not calling this anymore, right? So this doesn't exist at the moment, right? Because we are calling it at the beginning here. Why still saying that? Expects a valid player controller as controller target. Because I didn't connect the player controller. Fuck me. But it works, so I don't want to change it. It works, so I don't want to change it. Okay, if I change it, then I cannot move anymore. Okay, so this thing should not be called, basically. Or the other one needs to be called. Ah! Ah! It's not moving anymore. So as soon as I... This is weird. As soon as I call this function with a valid player controller, everything fucks up. Now let me go back to when it was working, okay? No. No, I don't understand. It works only if I get the error? No, please. What do you mean? I stuck myself in the thing. So it works only if I get the error? What do you mean? Okay, let me try to skip all of this. I will not call any of that. I will not call any of that. What happens? Okay, if I don't call any of that, it actually works. That's a bit strange though, because in theory I should set my... So I only call the show mouse cursor, and everything else I leave as it is. So I'm not calling this too at the moment. I'm not. So I'm not changing the way the input mode is made. I just call show mouse cursor. I think in plane shift this thing would be a bit tricky because we are... Okay. Okay, so you know one thing that I would like to do? I think now is working. I think it's working. So we did the big change and everything is working, which is amazing. Which is amazing, boys. Is amazing. So change transformer pawn to transformer tool. This was the biggest change ever, and we did it. Remove the tracing. Now this removes. I think we can do in plane shift directly, because here I think I want to keep the full. Can I just fix the? Can I just fix the thing that this actor component is making things super big? I think there is the set tracing. I think there is the set tracing that should be changed somewhere. Set component base. I think set component base needs my medicine. Needs my medicine. The one that I put in every function. Set, what was it? Set component based. Set component based. Select component based. Select all. Component based. Select multiple component. L. Select multiple actors. Yeah, I think it needs here my medicine, which is those 3 lines or 4 lines added by Talad, because the gizmo otherwise, because before the code was relying on set component. The code was relying on the tick. To do all the visual changes to the gizmo, right? The problem was that it was running in the tick, so it was running million of times, you know. And so I removed the tick, but now every function that was relying on that needs to be kind of fixed a bit, and you need to do this. For multiplayer it's very easy, because for multiplayer we just send the final position. I don't want, you know, when you are rotating the object to send 1 million messages to the other people that you are actually moving it, right? I don't want. Actually this code was designed to do this, but I changed it a bit. So we just send the final position. So when you stop your drag and you release your mouse, we send that rotation to the multiplayer. And we will use the standard stuff that we have in plane shift already. So we will send it through a broadcast, whatever. So I need to create a new broadcast for that, but I think it's okay. Okay, you see, now it's not getting crazy anymore. It looks big still, but is it too big? No, it is the right size. What the fuck? It's bigger than before now. No! What happened? It's not scaling anymore. Oh my god. Why? What happened? What happened? It happened only now, or it was already like this? No, I mean, did I break it now with this addition? But I don't think so, because this one is called only once. I think I broke the scaling, huh? Completely. Because the scaling, I mean the scaling of the gizmo. Because if I was going far away, the gizmo was getting bigger and bigger. If I was going close and close, the gizmo was getting smaller. No, actually... It is doing it, but it's doing it... yes, because it's not doing it in the tick. Yes. Because it's not doing it in the tick, but I think it's okay, you know? So like, because before, every millisecond, every millisecond it was trying to change this gizmo size. Every millisecond. You know? Like, but now I removed it. By the way, that material is weird. And so he scales himself properly only when you click. But I think it's okay. It's okay. So it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger as you go away if you click on it. But I think it's fine. Come here, little cylinder. Come to me. Come to your papa. You are here, my dear cylinder. You were not able to move yesterday, and today you are able to move. And I can also jump on your head very, very easily. And I can also fly. Flying is the best thing, by the way. Flying is insane. Flying is incredible. I can also move left and right, by the way. Maybe you don't see it because... You see? My character stays on that like a boss. Isn't it incredible that it works like this? There is something that we get basically for free from Unreal. This thing that we are seeing now is something that we get completely for free from the Unreal movement system. So Unreal understands that this can be a moving platform and my character needs to stand on it. Because I didn't do anything for this, you know. I didn't do anything for that. Okay, I think it works fine. Now, we just need to ensure that players cannot really make things fly because they will look a bit stupid. So like if players start to take tables and make them fly in the sky, you know, that will not be very nice. So I think there will be different levels of access, right? Like translation, like rotation, I think is easy. Everyone can do it. Translation, horizontal translation, I think there is not a big issue. Vertical translation, I think we will have to check that is not too far from the floor, or is a game master. And scale, I think it should be a game master. By the way, this thing is pushing me away. Okay, what else we want to do in the example before we go in plane shift? Yes, one thing I would like to do, I would like that the UI is popping up only when I have something selected. I don't want the UI to be here if I don't have something selected. And also I think it would be nice if, okay, let's start with that. Let's start with show UI only if show UI only if selected. Show UI only if selected. Then for us will be something different. Well, will be similar in plane shift, but will not be exactly like this because for us it will probably be enabled by a command or something. I don't know, I have to think about it. I don't know how I want to do it, but here, so basically now the UI is showing up immediately, and I think it's bad. I think we want to show the UI so I think we can create a widget. We can create a widget and make it invisible, right? We create a widget, we make it invisible, and we set it to this variable, and so at the beginning is not visible. But when you click on when you select, and actually you are getting a valid result, because if you don't get a valid result, is not interesting for us, right? Even if at the moment basically you get always a valid result, but that's another problem. Then we take RTT. Fuck, we need to cast it though to a person. No. What? No. It's on the... Well, because I put it on the character. Okay, it's fine. Oh my god, this music is so zen. Dum 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 dum. So set visibility to visible, okay? I mean, I'm not gonna do more than this. It's just to show that it's possible, and then we will see how we want to do it in our game, because obviously in our game is slightly different. Yeah, the problem is that then when you select something else, yeah, the problem is that now you basically always select something valid. You see that now the window is not there. When I select this one, it pops up. The problem is that if I select anything else, at the moment we are always getting a valid result, unfortunately. We are always getting a valid result. Which is a bit of the issue. We are always getting a valid result. Strange though, because we should get... We should get... Ah, yes, you see that here is false? Yeah. Okay, nice. Very, very, very nice. Very, very. Ashamalalalabalam. Alabalabalam. Ashabalalalam. Okay, so if it's true, we put it to visible. If it's false, we put it to collapsed, okay? But anyway, this is just to show that... Just to show that we can do this. Yes. Ah, fuck, the gizmo remains though. Why the gizmo remains? Okay, but we will fix it. We want to fix it here. Yeah, in theory the gizmo should go away. In theory the gizmo should go away. I have no idea how to remove the gizmo, by the way. I think there is on our transformer tool. There should be something like clear or clear domain. Let me try clear domain and see what it does. I don't, in theory it should remove the transformation, rotation, but I think it may also remove the... It may also remove the gizmerinos. No, it's not removing the gizmerinos. There should be a way to clear it up. Clear domain, no. Set gizmo, remove, is there a remove or reset, replicate, move, mouse trace, log. Let me see in their example. I think they didn't do it. I think they just basically moving the gizmo from one to the other. It is royalty free, so you should work with Tweet. For the music, I could add a pick at the top 350 song I would love on YouTube. Yeah, but I don't know if they are good. The songs that you are listening to are songs of games that I have played, or anyway, games that I liked. And most of them I have selected as good. So there is some work behind the music that is played. Okay, so at the beginning they don't have a gizmo, okay? So if I click here, he appears. If I click here, fuck, he actually disappears. So they have a way to remove it. They have a way to remove it. By the way, I see that they also do. You see the border. They also add like a yellow border around the object you have selected. I don't think it's very needed, but I think it's nice anyway. But how do they clear? How do they clear? That's a very good question. How do they clear? Well, we can check inside their the select. Pressed release, clear domain, deselect, delete, input action, destroy all, deselect all. They have a deselect all, but I don't understand this input action, destroy all. You know, who is calling this? Is anyone calling this? Input action, destroy all. Deselect, delete. But I think it is a delete, so it is really removing the objects. I think it is removing the objects. Let me try to press delete. Yeah, if I delete, it's deleting the object. No, is not what I wanted to do. So it seems that, so it must be inside select, unless they are doing a trick and they're actually selecting the universe or whatever, and so the gizmo goes in like an impossible place that we don't see. Dark Souls music is still there, but I tweaked the songs. I mean, I selected the songs. There are like probably 10 songs now in the library out of maybe 100 or so. But it's still there. There are some good ones, but I really need to be picky. There are quite a bit. There are about 13 of Dark Souls 1, 9 of Dark Souls 2, and 7 of Dark Souls 3. But yes, before it was like 60, 60, 60, you know, I don't know, 44. So there were so much, and they were all the same. Very similar, with very strange sounds and very annoying sounds. So I don't know, I mean, the guy that designed that. So how do we do this? Why is not happening for me? Why the select? Because actually is for sure is inside the select, right? Is when we do the multi-trace handle objects, whatever. So inside the multi-trace, the mouse trace by object type, right, which is this one. Is the one that I said we have to be careful because there may be a mix between client and server stuff. And I think is this. I think is this. It may be this, which is weird though, because in theory. But yes, I think there is no way. I think the original author maybe did a mix of client and server stuff, because they should not be this way. let me check the original source and check inside the transformer pawn. The server deselect all is doing multicast deselect all, which is doing deselect all. Come on, what is this function here? Yeah, I think they are using yeah. But anyway, it should be deselect all. And deselect all, I think we still have it. Right? Yeah, we still have it. So I think we can just call our deselect all here. And probably is enough. Without destroy, because if you call destroy is removing the item actually. And that will be a bit stupid. Ah, now it's working. Okay, so basically in plane shift we will... Okay, but anyway, I think we did enough on this. I think this project to me is done. So for anyone that is interested to see this to have exactly this functionality, which is basically a subset of the because all the rest should be working, right? Let me just check if everything else is still working as expected. Like the snapping, yeah, the snapping is working. This in-depth rotate, I have no idea what it is. But anyway, for anyone that is interested, I think I will post it on as a project on Patreon. I'm doing some stuff on Patreon as well. I posted also another Unreal Engine component. So I think I will post also this one, which is just a, is a modification of the original code of this guy. But I think the modification is kind of worth it. So maybe, my version may be more useful than the original one, just for the fact that it's way easier to integrate it. And I think we can remove this now, or no. I don't know if I want to keep it here, like it's automatic. I think so. I think it's better if it's automatic. I just need to take the time to make it a separate project, which is not that easy, but I will do it. So I think we can remove this and we put it in the C++. Because I think it's a better idea. I just don't know what are these different methods, because here is doing different selection methods by object type, by channel, and by profile, but actually they are not really useful. Let me just ensure that we put the license on top of every file. So there are not too many files. There are 2 files. These one are my project, so is not relevant. And then these ones, and then these ones. Yeah, in this one there was no license at all. On some of them at least. Like this one was without a license. Okay. And I think I will place like a txt file where I point to the original repository. So that people can find also the original one, and if they want the full version as it was. Because at the moment my version is a complete branch. I mean, I did so many changes that I think is very hard to, you know, reconcile with the previous one. I mean, it's basically impossible. I mean, there is so much changes. So if someone wants the previous one, he cannot start from this. He has to start from the one in GitHub and then redo some of the job, I think. But yeah. Okay, so this one is also done. Right? Now I think what we need to do, what time is it? It's midnight already. Oh my god, time flies when you're having fun. Sometimes they're good, sometimes not, huh? I know. Sometimes the music is good, sometimes not. But it also depends on taste, you know? Depends on taste. There's someone that... So what do we need to do next? But it's already midnight, boys. Holy moly. What do we do tomorrow? Do you want me to stream tomorrow? If I stream tomorrow, will there anyone be here or not? For Christmas, for New Year's Eve. For New Year's Eve. Because anyway, I cannot go anywhere. I cannot go anywhere. All the things are closed, and if you go out, the police is killing you, so cannot do shit. Like this song, Hula. So what do you do tomorrow evening? That's the question. You are here? I mean, if you are here, I can stream. Maybe we can celebrate. We can celebrate at a different time. Who is? I mean, where are you based? What is your time zone? Because obviously, New Year's Eve will arrive at very different time. So many of us will be in Europe time zone, okay? Europe time zone. Many of us will be in Europe time zone. Like Hula, for example. I think Tony will be -1. So if Tony is here, we may have a UK celebration, which is -1. Is it -1 at the moment, or is -2? Because depend on the daylight saving. Sometimes time in UK. Yes, it's 1 hour. 6:20 p.m. here. Oh my god. So you are 6 hours. So you are East Coast. You are East, right? Like time in New York, for example, right? So So time in New York will be east. Will be +6. No, will be sorry. The other way. I did it wrong. -6. Living in the past. Yes, we can tell him, you know, the stock market quotation, and in 6 hours after he can buy and sell, you know. Belgium. So I think we can have like 3 celebrations. I think there is other people from US that join from time to time. So basically will be, I mean, this one will be tough for me because it will be 6 in the morning, but I'm thinking we can do it. So basically this one will be, so this is the time. No, I have to do it the other way, otherwise I'm making my life harder. Okay? I'm making my life very, very hard. This way is easier. So this will be midnight for me. And this will be 1 o'clock for me. And this will be 6 o'clock for me. 6 o'clock is a bit tough, Warnest. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, if we have someone else in between, will be good. You enjoy the flying possibilities? Nice. Okay, let's see. Maybe tomorrow I will stream, okay? I can put a request on Discord to see who is available. Maybe we can play some games together, but I don't know. We can play kind of there are some games that you can play with viewers on Twitch. Like you can play stupid games, but very, very good games. We need to be real multiplayer. We can check if some of you has the same games that I have, and we can play. I don't know. Maybe we can do this. Okay, let's continue just a bit more. It's still a reasonable time. So in plane shift, what we want to do? I don't like FPS too much, but if you want, we can play like Overwatch or Valorant. Tony doesn't live in the UK. What the fuck? Where do you live? What do you mean? You explained me all the stuff about the thatched roofs and all of that. So what time zone you have, Tony? Now it will be like minus 10 and like West Coast. GG. In Germany, easy. Germany easy is the same as us. So at the moment the only problem is the only complex one is US, but I think we have more people from US. I think more people will join anyway if we do something. You were born in the UK. I see. 8 years ago. I see. Guten Tag. So I will have to speak German to you now. Did you learn German or not? Guten Tag, gute Nacht. Genau. I remember genau. My colleagues were always saying genau. It means yes, apparently. Apparently means yes. Okay, so what we want to do in plane? In plane we want to do this. Then we want to experiment a bit with different gizmo. Experiment. Actually, the experiment with different gizmo, you know, is better if we do it now because Experiment with different, because it's much easier to test it here than in the real game. If we go in the real game, it will be a mess for everything. So I think this one we still want to do here. And then we want to remove the snapping, remove the tracing, remove the in-depth, and then we want to do we want to change the, I think I would like to have the UI next to the object, or anyway in the middle of the screen. So I mean next to the object anyway. And the UI should be very, very small. I mean, it should be way smaller, right? So the UI will be just you know, just a box, just two drop downs, very, very close to the object, and that's it. So which will be the whatever, the word local. Maybe this one can even be just a button. So one will be word local and the other one will be translation, rotation, or scale, right? And that's it, nothing else. So there will be like these two buttons, and then everything else will be done with the gizmo. Guten Morgen. But Overwatch is free. No, Overwatch is not free. Overwatch. Do you have to buy Overwatch? Or Overwatch is Overwatch I think it's free to play, the basic version or something. No. No, it's not. I guess it's not. They are saying the free trials are very... Overwatch free to play until January 4th. Ah, you see? Ah, you see? Oh my god, give me to this page. Overwatch is free to play until January 4th. You can try Overwatch. If you never tried it, it's a very nice game. Wanna become famous? No, not famous. Not famous. I don't know, you can download Overwatch. But if you want to play it, you have to download it now, because I think it will be like 30 gigabytes or 40 gigabytes, I don't know. So I think you need to get it. I don't know, that's an idea. Valorant is free. You know Valorant? Valorant, if I didn't uninstall it, but I can install it again. Valorant is free to play. Or not, I don't remember, fuck. I think it's free to play. Yes. Valorant is free to play. You can download it with no problems. Linux. I think that Valorant for Linux, I think it may, you know? No, it's not. It's not available on Linux. What were we saying? Paladin? 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 But Paladin is the one with the chickens. It's still there, eh? The one with the chickens. Paladin's Linux. Paladin seems to be running on Linux. Krunker.io. Oh my god, no, don't make me play like super bad games, please. Super bad games. We care about your... this thing is already impossible to read. Look at the font. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the font of this thing. Okay. Host game server. It looks like Wolfenstein 3D. The first so where should I click? Next round in 4 seconds. Click to play. Ah! Holy shit! Fuck, they killed me. It's weird. The view is weird. When you rotate the camera, you're seeing things so weird. It rotates so. Is this something I can take? I cannot take. The mouse rotation is insane. Sensitivity should be like half of that. But okay. Do you have infinite? Oh my god, it was the guy next to me. There was a guy next to me, but this time I'm waiting him here. I will wait him here. He's not coming. I mean, but then how do we know who is who? I don't know. Fuck. There was a guy behind me. I mean, yeah, let's say as a free alternative is not bad, but I tell you, Overwatch is something else. Overwatch is really something else. If it's free, you know, but on Linux I have no idea. But Paladin seems to be. Check if you can install Paladins on Linux. And see if you can install it. No, that one no, please. That game with like nothing than shooting. No, at least this one has some abilities. I don't know. You pick up items. You can forge. I remember you can forge some stuff. I don't know. The browser one is too much for me. But you are completely Windows free, like you don't have a Windows along with your Linux somehow. That's weird. So experiment with different gizmo. Then we remove this thing. Then we put the two things at the top. Then we use the gizmo to rotate. And then we need to implement the... which by the way is this function, which is already here. Is this function, which is... Wait, I open all the files to... fuck. I opened too many files. That function, which is already here, and is called something like finalize, send final, replicate finish transform. This one is the one that we will use to replicate the finish transform, the final transform. I think we will rename it, but single bot since a while, open source. Single boot. Okay, nice. I mean, it's okay. If you can try this Paladin and see if you can install it, and maybe we can play it. I should be mentioned in the. You should be also mentioned into the meat license. What do you mean, me or what? No, we will have the meat license in the source file, and then I think yes, we will put this guy. We will put this guy in the credits. We will put this guy in the credits. This Portillo. This guy, Portillo. We will put this guy in the credits of the game, easy at the end, but we will put it for sure. I mean, he did a piece anyway. He did a very interesting piece. Okay, let's try to experiment with different thingies. Okay, with different gizmos, because I don't want those gizmos in plane shift. They are like horrible like this, right? I guess you agree that those gizmos are insanely bad. What do you mean you want to rebuild them? Build with a different engine version. I mean, you can rebuild, but it's the same stuff, huh? It's because I changed the files. Yeah, I think it's because I changed the header files. I think it's because I changed the header files everywhere. Everywhere. So is Dota running on Linux? Do you play Dota? Dota seems to be running on. Dota players losing Linux. I don't know. I don't know if they are still supporting it, but they say through Wine. Wine will run Steam and Dota too. I don't know. I mean, through Wine, I don't think it's a very good idea. But if you can do it normally, then yes. Okay, we need to change this gizmo because these gizmo are terrible. Okay. The gizmo are made of different things. Are made of these pieces, right? And then they are made of the materials. So the question is if we want to have this shape or not. Personally, I think the one in the middle, this part is not really needed. I think that the outside would probably be enough. It will make the whole thing look less heavy, but maybe just my way. Like imagine this without the middle. Right, but just the three outside. I think will probably look better if they have different colors. We can try. How complex is to do this? I need to export and blenderize it. We need to. My blender. I think I didn't change this. I mean, I didn't launch Blender since I changed the hard disks. I think so. Okay, because now I think this is actually G. Yeah, since I changed the hard disk, I never launched it. I think it's a long time I don't start Blender. I think I would like to have something a bit, you know, like a particle effect. So a material that has some, I don't know, maybe it can move or something. I don't know. Maybe it can move. No. Real projects, rotate objects, content, gizmo. Fuck. I had to do import and not open. A real project, rotate objects, content, gizmo, rotation. Okay, this is the thing, right? By the way, I think it's not UV mapped. I think the UV mapping is... Fuck, I don't remember anything. It's long time I don't use it. Oh my god. No, actually it is UV mapped. In a bit of a weird way, but it is. It is UV mapped. I think it's UV mapped. Super strange though. I think I need to redo it. But basically... yeah, but basically we don't need the lower part. So we can... Or we break these vertices. Or I just cut off horizontally here. Fuck, I don't remember anything. Okay, I'm trying to enter again into the Blender thing. Oh my god, I don't freaking remember anything. You split the vertex without bringing the geometry with it? What the fuck? I need to split the face now that I remember. I think the easiest is to go face. The easiest is to go face, separate to selection, and then so now we actually split it. And then I join it again with Ctrl J, if I remember right. And so now for sure I have multiple vertices. So I go back in edit mode, and now in theory this one should move up or down. It's moving, but it's not bringing the face with it. Why? Oh, this one is. I think there are some vertices that are fucked up in the original model. Let me try to do just weld by distance. Yes, exactly. You already removed 5. I think there were some loose vertices in the original model. That's why when I was getting that face. It was actually not doing the job, and I was like surprised, like, did I really forget everything or what? Okay, now you see, now he's doing what he should. By the way, I think there is a duplicated face. And the problem is getting the other freaking... I mean, to get the vertex I need. I can get the edge. I think if I get the edge is easier. Okay, the other edge. The other edge, please. Fuck. Okay, I will hide this edge so it will get the other edge. Okay. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. How do I move? Yeah, I'm starting to remember. It takes me a bit because it's quite some time that I don't do this, but I'm starting to remember the thing. I'm slowly remembering the thing. Yeah, so I think that we can just, you know, I think the easiest was to cut it off, actually. You know, I think it was 10 times easier than doing what I'm trying to do. I think if you take this thing and you do, you select all faces and you do cut, because the cut is pretty good, actually. And you do cut by, and you do mesh bisect, I think it was. The problem is that it's doing it also on the other side, which I don't want. But I think I can hide all the other faces. If I get all the other faces and I hide them, and then I cut off this thing there, I think it may work as I want. Right? And I can do the same. Yeah, I need to delete these faces though. I need to hide these faces. If I do the same here, I think it should do it. I mean here. In theory, it should bisect only what he sees, so... in theory. Okay, so if I do now the... Shift H, what was it? No, Alt H, Alt H, okay. Yeah, I'm slowly remembering, but... I'm slowly remembering. And then I need to create new faces here between these things. Well, there are some vertices we just went like GG. I don't know why, but I can snap to vertex and then merge everything. Don't know exactly what happened here, but something bad happened here. And then I can merge by merge at center and GG. Okay, and then I can create a face. Marcellum told me all of this, huh? Is Marcellum the one that told me all of that? I was not aware of any of this. One day at a time. One day at a time, he convinced me to use it. One day at a time. And now I know all the tricks. Yeah, all these ones should be marked as sharp. I think it's even too nice for this job, but I just don't remember what I do. Yeah, this one. Try the knife tool. No, the bisect is nice, I think. But you never look at the messages? No. Blender 291 got released. It's been a long time, I hope you remember. Knife tool is K. There must be doubles. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I didn't read, but at the end I didn't do too bad. No? I didn't do too bad. So we merge at center, we merge at center. We GG here, we GG there. We GG there. Okay, and then we create a face. It's always in counterclockwise, right? Counterclockwise, I think. Okay. Okay, we have our thingy. We can see how it looks now for the UV mapping. Well, for the UV mapping, I think we can do a super simple UV map. So, what I did? No idea. We can do a super simple UV map, which sharp. Yes, we can do a super simple UV map, which is just a projection from here. Yeah, I remember anyway. It seems that I remember because I'm clicking on stuff, like I have muscle memory, and I'm clicking on stuff, and it seems that I'm doing it right. I don't know. I'm not really thinking what I'm clicking, but but I'm clicking on stuff, and it seems to be working at the moment. I did so many models. I did so many models in Blender when we were importing the village. Oh my god, like 1 million models I did. I think we can do this, and then I can do what is the Shift I? No, what is the opposite? Control I. Control I, and we can do, well, the bottom one will not work. No. Don't be silly. So I think we can do just a top view will look bad. Everything will look bad. Can do it from here. Fuck it. Can do it from here. And we will put it. I don't know where, but I think we will put it like here. And I think we can do something like this, because the other one is taking, wow, look at the precision, boys. Look at the precision. Well, these ones, I don't know, this one can just put it here. And this one, thank God, is only one per one per object, huh? Is only one per object. I mean, we don't need to make we don't need to make the other ones. Okay, I think it's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. So this thing will be yes, will be our thingy. So we save, maybe we even save it in Blender mode, no? In Blender file. Why not? So we call it what? Rotate Gizmo blend. And then we export it as FBX. We just need to be sure that we apply edges, otherwise it will never work. And what else? And I don't know, I don't remember. Okay. So now let's try to import this thing, because it should be good already, eh? It should be good already. Rotate Gizmo. I don't know. Okay. So we have it here. Now we can assign the same material, maybe, of this other guy as a default, but we don't really, because I think that the materials are set as, the materials are set somewhere else. But let's try first with this one what happens. Now we need to create another gizmo, another, yeah, we need to, kind of to duplicate this one and make it example 2. And what the fuck? What? Is not, this blueprint is not a BP rotation gizmo example C, therefore targets must have a connection. Binds on event, what? No, what do you mean? I mean, this event is working only for no, I don't understand what he's saying. I don't understand what he's saying. But you know what? I think I can change this one I think I can change the original one directly, but was better to create a new one. Because for some reason it seems that this delegate is expecting my class to be named exactly like that. But why? Bind event on gizmo state change. Bind event on gizmo state change. Okay, but in this case, what was it? It was the same. Is it? Yeah, it's still derived from rotation gizmo. It's still derived from rotation gizmo, so I don't understand what he wants. Bind event on gizmo state change. Okay, I don't know, I just placed the same thing again and it worked. I have no idea why he was complaining about it. Okay, in our example 2, we can substitute the rotation plane with, can we name it in a way that is compatible? Let's call it SM rotation plane 2. SM rotation plane 2. And so we can have our, let me close the number 1 so I don't mess up with it. SM rotation plane 2. SM rotation plane 2. SM rotation plane 2. I don't know if it's better or worse. I don't know what you think, but we will see in the game. Then I need to tell my my thingy to use this one, right? I need to tell my thingy where we do the setup. Now the setup function that we created is becoming useful, huh? This one. So for rotation, we will have our rotation gizmo example 2. You see? And everything is coming together. Wow. Okay. So now if I launch it, in theory, I should have my new rotation thingy. Is it better or worse than before? I mean, for sure it's lighter. So it looks a bit... It looks lighter than the one before. I don't know if it looks better. But it looks... Just a second, I want to move this guy. So I don't have the thingy on me. So the choice is between this, Bitty Bling, I think we don't have enough space. Between this and I think the other one was too heavy, but we can now change the material, eh? We can make it, I don't know, metal, or we can make it... I think changing the material is probably the most important part. I don't know, also this one is not bad at the end. I think also this one is not bad anyway. I think it's just the material which is a bit insanely... I mean, it is kind of annoying. This one, I mean, is cluttering the view a lot. So like you basically see only that thing. I mean, you don't see well the object. I think like this you see it better. But let me try to color it somehow, because I think it would be nice to have different colors. Even if I think that the colors are predefined when you select it, but let me try to go with a metal something. Metal chrome. Can you do it? Metal gold. Metal copper. I don't know. I don't know. This freaking exclamation question mark is really there, eh? Is really there. Exactly where we have our object, huh? Ah, fuck, I didn't change it back to the original one. I didn't change it, boys. I didn't change it. Rotation. Rotation. Example 2. Well, I can move the block in the level, probably is easier. And okay. Rotation. Ah! What the f... Ah! It's not working. It's not working. That's interesting. So if we change the material... So he's expecting... Probably he's expecting... Very strange though. He's expecting what? He's expecting... I think he's expecting that type of material because he's probably applying parameters to these materials, but I can try to do a trick. I can try to put gold here and see what happens. No. I think they are made in a way that they are expecting the call. They're expecting something, okay? I think they're expecting some emissive stuff, but I don't understand exactly why. Okay, it's a bit late now though, it's 1 o'clock. But I will experiment a bit more, okay? I will experiment with some other colors or other shapes and see if we can make it. Because like this is, I don't know, I think it's too heavy. Let me stop the music. Like this, I think is a bit too heavy, and a full circle might be better. What do you mean a full circle? What do you mean by a full circle? I mean, is facing the, so like if you are here, if you move to the other side, it will and you click on it, it will face you. So it's facing you, yes, but it's always facing you. So you don't need a full circle, because if you go at the back and you click on it, you try to move it, you see it's always facing you. So I think it's good. No, full circle, no. No, full circle, I think it becomes too big. But I don't know why it's not accepting my other material. That I need to investigate. I think I want the, you know, this tool to be as small as possible, to be less disruptive on the actual item, because now, you know, you don't have an item that is not meaningful. But imagine that you have a sword or an axe or something small. If this thing is covering, you know, 90% of your object, is not very good. So I think it's good if it stays only outside. So like we did in the, like the change I did, you know, like the example 2. I think the example 2 is better because it's not covering the center of the object. So you can move it while still looking at where the object is. I just would like, you know, the colors to be a bit more reasonable, but I mean, we can even leave it like that, but I think if it was like gold and metal and something would be nice, eh? Okay, boys, so I'm gonna go. I think I will ask on Discord who will be available tomorrow if anyone wants to participate to the end of year stream. If we have enough people, I think I can stream. I mean, if we have few people, not enough people. I mean, even few is okay. I mean, it's not that I want many, but I just don't want to be streaming and no one is there, you know, so yeah. So if that is the case, see you tomorrow. If not, we will see you the day after. But I will be here. Maybe even in the afternoon I will stream tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, thanks for watching. If you are new to the stream, please click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube. And also check our Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift, where you can support the game. And at the moment we are 34. We lost one actually, yes. We are 34 and we want to be 40. So if you want to join and support the game, you can go to patreon.com/planeshift. GG. See you boys next time. Where is my music? Where is my music? Where is my music? There it is.